Hi, Bookaneers! It's great to see you, and it's time for another episode of the Bookaneers Book Club, perfect for readers ages 7 to 12. Now, today we're going to talk about some popular authors that you may have read before, and some series or books that those authors have that you might not be familiar with. So let me give you an example to start. So you might be familiar with the Big Nate books by Lincoln Pierce. We have them in fiction, we have them in graphic novels. They're super fun and funny, a great mix of text and illustration, comics. They're a hoot. But you might not know about Lincoln Pierce's newer series called Max and the Midnights. And there's actually two of these. The second one just came out. The tone and the look of these are very similar. They're funny, and they're a great mix of illustrations and pictures and lots of fun stories as well. But the setting and characters are totally different. Max lives in the Middle Ages, and this first one is about Max and Max's friends rescuing Uncle Budrick from an evil king and trying to restore this kingdom back to its former glory. Lots of action and laughs, and there's actually a great kind of cast-read audiobook as well. Most of you probably know about the Rainbow Magic Fairy books by Daisy Meadows. Daisy Meadows has another series that I think you're gonna like. It's called Magic Animal Friends, and we have quite a few of these. I think we have about 12. The first one is called Lucy Longwhiskers Gets Lost. And these are actually about two girls who go to this magical forest world, kind of like Alice in Wonderland, and meet talking animals, and there's like a witch that's there that they have to rescue the animals from. Let me show you the map. Isn't that cool? I actually think these are a little bit easier to read. There's a little bit less text on each page, and the text is bigger, but a great read if you're a Daisy Meadows fan. Stuart Gibbs is one of the most popular authors in the children's section. So you'll know him from the Spy School books. So here we have Spy Camp, and also the Moon Base Alpha books. So here's Space Case. But did you know he also has other series? So one of the other series is the Last Musketeer trilogy. And these are like a time travel historical adventure series. They're about a boy who's a little bit older. He's about 13 or 14, who has to travel back in time to 1600s Paris to rescue his parents. And of course he meets the Three Musketeers. And then another series by Stuart Gibbs you might like, if you kind of like quirky detective stories, are the Fun Jungle books. The first one is Belly Up. And they're about Teddy, who's 12 years old, who solves animal mysteries at a Texas zoo. Okay, if you liked the Serafina books by Robert Beatty, I want you to know that he has another series. It has the same sense of like adventure. I don't think the new series is as dark. The first book is called Willa of the Wood, and the second one is coming out, I think, in the next few months. These are about a night fairy that lives in this beautiful forest, and she has been told all her life to beware of the day folk. But she's a really good thief, so her kind of skill is sneaking into the day folks' houses at night and stealing things. But the story kind of kicks off when Willa, this fairy, gets stuck in the day world and learns that maybe the day folk aren't the enemies she thought they were. So a really kind of lush, beautiful, magical adventure. You have probably read an Ivy and Bean book before, and I actually think the last Ivy and Bean book is coming out this year. But Annie Barrows, the author, has started a new series. This is The Best of Iggy, and I think we have 2 and maybe a third is coming out soon. These are about a lovable troublemaker, 9-year-old Iggy, who just cannot stay out of trouble no matter how hard he tries. And this specific book is about 3 times that he got into trouble. 2 times he doesn't regret it, and the 3rd time he's sorry about it. So you're gonna have to read and find out what Iggy did. There are illustrations throughout. It looks a little bit different than Ivy and Bean, but I think you're gonna get the same sense of fun and adventure and silliness, definitely. All right, friends, you might know that I'm a big fan of the Last Kids on Earth books by Max Brallier. I love the Netflix show, I love the book, I love the audiobooks. You might not know that he has another series that he wrote earlier called Galactic Hot Dogs. I think there are 3 in this series, and they're all just a blast. These are about a human boy here, Cosmo, who drives an intergalactic food truck with his alien friends. And the story kind of kicks off when a half-evil princess stows herself away on his food truck, and they must escape the enemies. It's kind of like mind-blowing action, like think Star Wars meets Adventure Time. I think it would be perfect for fans of bad guys as well. Okay, one final book I want to tell you about. It's by Katherine Applegate, who you might know. She's the author of The One and Only Ivan, which was also a movie last year. But the other series I want to tell you about by her, and I think there's 3 so far, is Endling. The first book is called The Last. This is perfect for fans of the Warriors series or Guardians of Ga'Hoole, and it's actually a really kind of intense fantasy. Think more like Redwall. I want to even show you the map at the beginning. And this is about this animal character named Bix who finds that they are the last of their kind, even in their pack. They're basically all alone. They're the Endling. And so this animal goes on this quest to try to find out if there are other Endlings or if there are other packs to join. And it's this really like beautiful fantasy novel. And they meet, of course, lots of other cool animal characters too. Okay, friends, that is it for today. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully you found out about some books or series that you didn't know about before. And as always, if you're reading something awesome, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about it. And I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye!